Today on Vegetarian Elite, we are going to venture into the exciting world of fashion. We will delve into the latest emerging movement that is compassionate fashion, or also known as vegan eco-fashion, where great care is taken to protect the environment by using sustainable materials, notably by the omission of using any animal products. Fashion has always been an ephemeral subject. It is not simply about the look, it's also about texture, silhouette and function. Now it's also about the process. People embrace fashion because it is a declaration of self-expression, an exhibition of beauty and class, and a reflection of current culture. We welcome the new generation of vegan eco-fashion designers whose creations still maintain a level of style and quality that rival or suppress that of traditional products. Let's take a look at a few vegan accessories designers. Inda Bedi, the founder of Mat & Nat, is one of the earliest vegan fashion pioneers. Mat & Nat has created exquisite bags and small goods since 1995. His Canada-based company has managed to cross over from the growing niche of vegetarians to a broader audience of people all around the globe who love the bags simply because they are beautiful and well made. We have also Ms. Evelina Kulikovsky of Vegan Queen Bags. This real-life aristocrat believes in promoting a conscious lifestyle in luxury dressing. Her opulent bags are made in the USA with non-leather materials, a testament that luxurious products can also be compassionate. Knocking down the perception that coats need to be made of wool, haute couture, or haute couture with a V, founder and designer Leanne May-Lee Hilgart has been a vegan activist and model since a young age. The need to dress in style without compromising her values has inspired haute couture to offer stylish coats made of entirely vegan materials. One of the first quality vegan footwear companies was started by pioneer Natalie Dean of the UK, who founded Beyond Skin back in 2001. Her line of ethically made vegan shoes for women is wearably classic and has withstood the test of time and has opened vistas for other fellow vegan fashion pioneers. Another relative newcomer to the scene is Elizabeth Olsen of Olsen House. After having worked with Tommy Hilfiger of New York, Ms. Olsen emerged on her own, making stylish and original vegan shoes. Olsen House Pure Vegan is her slogan. Supreme Master Qinghai herself has graciously designed a new line of attractive, colourful and comfortable clothing and products to uplift us to a nobler, more compassionate way to life. By the request of the admiring public in 1995, Supreme Master Qinghai's creations were showcased in the fashion capitals of the world such as London, Paris, Milan and New York. In an interview, Mr. Bob Linden, host of the world's first vegan radio show, asks Supreme Master Qinghai about her recent designs.
I'm vegan, go green, save the planet. What a wonderful message. And that's on your entire clothing line.
Yes, there's a new design now, just come out. We have evening dress, casual dress, jeans, t-shirt, normal men wear, and hat and shoes and handbags. Everywhere we can, we print or embroider these words on, like I am a vegan, I am green, save the world, or big vest, go green, in these kind of lines. For dogs' outfit also, we put on, I am vegan, I am green, save the world.
Oh, for dogs also?
Dog clothes, yes.
Oh, I love you so much. I love your line of clothes.
The designer we are featuring today is Nancy Dong of Kylia Footwear. With experience designing for major fashion companies in San Francisco, Los Angeles, Paris and Milan, Ms. Dong has followed her convictions for compassion by creating a line of eco-luxury footwear for women, handmade in Europe. Her designs have been favoured and worn by notable celebrities like acclaimed actress Natalie Portman.
From designing regular conventional shoes, the thought at some point in your career was to design something more eco-friendly. But this, you seem to have been doing it way before it was so trendy.
Well, I was a shoe designer for BCBG and also for Ermenegildo Zegna, which is out of Italy. And when I became a vegetarian, the year 2000, I was at the time working for a belt company. I went to the leather room looking for a piece of material to make samples from, and I heard, I don't know how to explain it, this scream of agony from all the animals that used to be from that leather room. I mean, I didn't hear it physically,
outside,
but I heard it in the depth of my soul. I heard their crying, I heard their call, and I realized that I couldn't continue working with leather. But then through a series of serendipity coincidences, I had a contact with a startup company that made vegan shoes. I worked for also Charmenet shoes, so that gave me enough experience to develop the market along with them. There is a difference between eco footwear and vegan footwear, because for a long time the lower end chains or mass merchants, they do sell non-leather shoes, but they're really put together very quickly, and they're usually produced in mass factories where there's no mindfulness about the fair trade issue or about the materials that are used. So my idea was to really combine the eco part with the fair trade part and vegan together in a very beautiful, fashionable shoe.
Right.
Which is the tall order at the time because it was practically non-existent. For the fashion market, which is the one that I'm offering, you need color, you need styles, you need heels. I scour the world looking for materials that are innovative. For example, for fall, I am sourcing a sole that is biodegradable. It's a lug sole that if you bury them in the ground for over 30 days in a certain condition, say heat or whatever, they start to break down. But now when you're wearing them, of course.
Give us an idea of the time frame to design it and actually produce a line of shoe.
12 months before, an idea comes to mind, and I start sourcing the materials to realize the ideas. Or sometimes I would see a material that's very inspiring. Then I will design a collection around that material.
Yes.
Then from sketch, it goes into a prototype.
Okay.
I do everything by hand.
Yes.
I modify the designs as we're looking at the first prototype. For example, this shoe before was scooped much lower, but it opened when you walked. So bucktail. So I had to modify this, bring this up, and bring this down. So all the lines, it's all about the subtle changes, the angles, and the proportion. This is the difference between fashion and shoes. You can wear a jacket that's ill-fitting, but it wouldn't necessarily ruin your day. But if you're wearing a pair of shoes that doesn't fit, that's all you think about. So it's about combining beauty and combining the fit. It's the science and the art combined together.
When we come back after this message, we'll take a look at Miss Nancy Dong's vegan eco-luxury shoes. Welcome back to Vegetarian Elite and the world of vegan fashion as introduced to us by designer and ecopreneur Nancy Dong.
You mentioned that in around 2000 you became vegan. Mm-hmm. Was there something that kind of triggered, or was it a progressive journey to abstain from kind of animal products in general in your life?
I've always worked in the fashion industry and worked in Milan, worked in New York, worked in LA, and I thought that was the life. But after a while, there was a deep emptiness that I felt inside, and I thought there's got to be more to life than this. And I embarked on a spiritual journey, and so I became a vegetarian just to walk the talk, to become more compassionate, and which is in direct conflict with my line of work, because being a shoe designer, you use leather. Yes. I mean, it's unquestioned, you know. And so that actually, out of that obstacle, if you will, was born a solution to marry the two. The eco component and the vegan component is a really important part of my journey to be a better shoe designer.
I'm noticing in terms of availability of shoes that are vegan, there's a lot more choices now, and especially over the last couple of years. So you're noticing that also on your end?
Yes, and I'm really happy about that, because using leather is not only not good for the environment, but also looking at the whole global warming issue, where animal raising, intensive animal farming, is 18% of the cause of global warming. So using even the byproduct is supporting the industry. And also the fact that you're wearing the suffering, you know, the byproduct of someone who suffered to get to that product on a vibration level is not a good thing to have. Right now, the new way that I see the future is having materials that are made from recycled components, such as plastic bottles. Okay, we're not going to stop using plastic bottles, but we can do something with it afterwards. We make shoe uppers.
Sure.
I mean, in a year, this will be made from plastic bottles.
That's amazing. So tell me about this particular model. You call it fiducia?
Yes, I call it fiducia, which in Italian means trust. This is made from a microfiber that's very
soft.
Very soft, and it's synthetic, and it feels like suede, but it's lighter, and it's color fast. And this particular company, for the next season, they're developing the same material, but that's made from 100% recycled plastic bottles.
Nice.
Yeah. This model is called Divinità, which means divine. Divine. And this was the original idea of the Bollywood meets Birkenstocks. Okay. Because this textile is a vintage sari that's from India. They take them off when the sari gets too old, and they resell them. And so they're ending up being repurposed on a shoe. They tie around the ankle like a scarf. It's very elegant. It's totally comfortable.
And wonderful. And they're super light too. So it's the same.
Very light.
So it's like a feather.
The heaviest part is the sari part.
The ribbon is heavier than the shoe.
This sole, footbed technically it's called, is made from cork chips, and natural latex, and jute. So cork is basically tree barks, so you don't harm the tree, and as a matter of fact, it falls away, so it's a natural and sustainable. The Giay collection is made exclusively handmade in Italy by an artisan named Pepe. So that's as fair trade as it gets. I go and see his family, and we work on the shoes together, and we have lunch with him, and so it's really a family business. It's for the customers who want to buy a product that's conscious, you know, not just something that's beautiful, which, you know, it is as well, but there's all these value that's behind it, you know, fair trade, sourcing eco materials, and having a transparent way of doing business. That really is the way of the future.
At the end of the day, we vote with our dollar.
Yeah.
Every time we buy something, we actually support it.
Exactly.
Or make it bigger, or vote for something else to let it grow.
This is the whole concept behind the Doni, and that is to offer an eco product and taking the proceeds and helping those who need help. Doni basically is a project that was born out of two designers, myself and Carlotta Fiorini, who's another vegetarian designer in Bologna where I live. We want to do something that helps either the animals, the children, the environment, and so we collaborated and we came up with one style of ballerina. We're selling them online on www.doni.com, where the retail proceeds 100% goes to participating nonprofits. It's a win-win all the way around from beginning to end.
Thank you, Supreme Master Qinghai, Miss Nancy Dong, and all the other vegan designers for your keen sense of creativity and class in fashioning a compassionate world. Up next is Between Master and Disciples, here on Supreme Master Television. May love, light and laughter always adorn your life.
We're using compassionate materials. It stands to reason that we treat each other with compassion as well. It's a whole ecosystem. It's the whole process about making the shoe that I'm hoping will make this world a better place.
We'll carry.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/VE.